Kathy Beatty with Divorce Support Anonymous. It's Friday Night Live, and here I am on December 23rd, stepping into your life space. It's been a busy month for me, and I'm sure it has for you as well. So every day in the month of December, I have posted a short video trying to help folks through this Christmas season, those who are struggling, and there seems to be many that I'm having contact with during the Christmas season. It was never meant to be that way. However, I'm seeing a lot of people who are a little down during this time. So during those short videos, I always try to lift people up and um, send them in a different direction. And I hope you've had the opportunity to watch a few of them anyway. There are 23 posted now, so you have your choice. But I hope it's been of help. For those of you who have been faithfully watching, thank you. And I hope it's been of help. Few announcements, of course. I'm going to share my announcements. So we're going to begin a free webinar January 4th. We're going to talk about moving forward. And after January 4th, the following Wednesday, we're going to have a life coaching after divorce session, 10 weeks, that is available to you. If you have gone through my Divorce Support Anonymous groups, there is a $50 discount for you. So because I want you to be with me and to continue through this journey along with me. So I'm really excited about this. I've done several of these in the past, called it Redesigning Your Life. And now it's really life coaching after divorce. We look at every aspect of our lives and we find those areas which we need to tweak and to change. And we decide what are we going to keep and what needs to go, what no longer fits in our life. It's a really critical time because you simply can't just say, okay, I'm divorced, I'm done, and drop off. It just doesn't work that way because you can be stuck, you can be wandering, and you have wasted enough time in divorce. And so we want to really be intentional on working out a plan for you. And then, of course, we're going to have another support group. Next support group begins January 10th. I hope you will join me. If you are going through a divorce or recently have gone through divorce, we look at many different topics. We talk about emotions, and we talk about the decisions we have to make. We learned to how to accept where we have landed after or where we are during the divorce, and then we start moving forward. So if you have not gone through a support group, highly recommend that you do that. It's really very important. So tonight I wanted to talk about the messy feelings at Christmas. Many of us have messy feelings. It's not all bubbly joy. I wish it was. I wish this season could really be embraced and understood for the true meaning that it is joy to the world, that there is good news and Christ was born, Emmanuel with us. So much goodness in Christmas, and yet sometimes our messy feelings are a mixture of all of these things: expectations, anticipation, disappointments, anger, sadness, happiness, difficult relationships, grief, joy, and the list goes on. These are just some of the messy feelings, and they can differ hour by hour depending on where we're at in the divorce process, or just Christmas, part of Christmas. They can fluctuate. First of all, I want you to understand that you are where you are, and to try to force or put on that happy face or whatever face is different than what you're actually feeling takes a whole lot of energy to do. So the truth is, you are where you are. This is your experience right now. This is your experience. You are where you are. If you were feeling depressed and sad, that's where you are. If you were feeling anticipation and joy and some good things, that's where you are. And that's awesome. But for us to try to fake it is really a lot of energy and difficult for us to do. So what do we do with that? What we do with that is we acknowledge where you are. You acknowledge where you are. Here's where I am. I know I should be happy. I know my kids are healthy. I know there's so much good and I'm so grateful for, but I'm depressed and that's where I am. There is incredible value in acknowledging where you are and honoring what you are feeling, admitting that, being aware of that, and then honoring that. Look, here's where I am. Here's where I am. This is what my experience is right now. But then you also have to honor and acknowledge that you have the freedom to change. You have the freedom to change. You don't have to stay where you are. Now, it may require some help to get you to change, but you have the freedom to do that. No one is enslaving you except yourself in your current situation. No one is forcing you to be in this situation. You have the freedom. Honor that freedom and say, yes, I am terribly lonely. I am terribly depressed, but I also have the freedom of choice that I can make to make my life better. And one of the ways in which we do that is understanding that also the Christmas message, love is all that matters. So as consumed as we can be with our own emotions and with our own struggles and our own troubles, the truth of the matter is love is all that matters. And where are you showing love? Because when we take our eyes off of our own troubles and begin to look outside of ourselves and show love, it doesn't have to be grand gifts, simply love. We can show that to a neighbor, to a friend, to a family member, to our own children. Where are you showing love? Because when we begin to show love, life can change for us drastically. And love gives. You know this verse, even if you're not a Christian or a Christ follower. For God so loved the world, he gave. So when we love, we naturally give. Again, it doesn't have to be extravagant, but there is something about when we give in love, we are creating love like God. So we are doing what God would have us to do, and that is to love each other. Christmas is that love came down. That's the message of Christmas. God loved you so incredibly much that he sent his only son. Christmas is love came down. Show love, and it will make your Christmas. You may still have some messy feelings, but when you begin to display love to other people, those messy feelings tend to get in better order. This is Kathy Beatty with Divorce Support Anonymous, walking with you every step of the way through the trauma of divorce and wishing you a very merry, joyful, love-filled Christmas.